Hi everyone, welcome back to today's FTTO webinar. We're once again very lucky to be joined by Mr. York Liu. Mr. Liu is the Vice President of Huawei Enterprise's optical network domain. Thank you for joining us again.
Yeah, thank you very much. This is my second time joining the webinar.
We're happy to have you back.
Yeah.
Before we begin, I'm just going to review how today is going to run. First, Mr. Liu is going to talk to us a bit about Huawei's new FTTO solution, and then we're going to have 10 minutes of Q&A. With that, let's get started.
Okay. So, dear guests and friends, hello again. This is York Liu from Huawei Enterprise Optical Domain. Welcome to our webinar. So this year, FTTO 2.0 has been fully upgraded. Next one, I will focus on sharing Huawei's thoughts, new products and solutions in campus network. So today's topic is a new must-have for smart campus in AI area.
Okay, great. So with AI here, what exactly is the impact that AI is having on the industry?
Well, currently all industries are actively embracing AI, and those that have taken in lead applying AI technologies have been already benefits. Research shows that in industry with the highest AI penetration, productivities have been increased almost 5 times, and with emergence of low-cost, open-source, big model like DeepSeek, inference costs have been reduced by 100 times, which make AI most accessible and feasible for more enterprise. In the next 3 years, 80% of enterprise will deploy generative AI on-premise. In the next 5 years, more than 60% of enterprise will integrate AI into their productions and service, making AI a major drive of revenue growth.
Yeah. So we can't talk about AI without talking about DeepSeek these days.
Yeah.
How exactly is DeepSeek affecting campus networking?
Well, yes, DeepSeek is a very hot topic. According to the statistics, more than 100 hospitals in China have deployed DeepSeek. Well, in the past, of course, the small models have been applied for diagnosis of specific disease of pathologic analysis. But with DeepSeek, we can generally diagnose multiple diseases with more efficiency. Well, we can see also in education, in smart classroom, where teaching was previously just teacher centralized. But AI now can generate more real-time video and animations for key information points, allowing students to understand more comprehensively. Well, in addition, AI can also grade assignments in real time and provide target touching for more students. Well, another way is in hotel scenarios. We see more than 50 brandings and 3,000 hotels have deployed DeepSeeks. AI customer service, AI cleaning robots, and AI delivering robots have becoming widespread, so which significantly improves the efficiency of production.
All these new AI applications must be raising new requirements on the network.
Yeah.
What are these new challenges that networks have to meet, and how do we address those challenges?
Well, we saw that yes, AI accelerates in campus and campus network are also facing more challenges. As we just talk about, give example in the pathologic analysis, the uploading of this pathologic data requires bandwidth exceeding 10 gigas. Well, in the smart teaching scenarios, each student will hold one smart pad. The numbers of terminals will reach more than 50, which ask for wide coverage. Well, in hotel customer service, real-time online service is a must, with 24 plus multiple 7 online requirements. The traditional network of copper is not going to hold in the future. So fiber network is a must in the future, and is becoming now. The FTTO 2.0 or optical campus solution will embed more features into that, like 50 GPON, which can enable 50 giga to room and 10 GPON to AP. Well, as well, it also enable wide coverage, which can enable single fiber, core fiber, to express to 128 branches, splitting. So that's also enabled wide coverage. So it's allow everyone in the campus to use AI technologies anytime, anywhere, achieving boosting computing with fiber. Well, if there's no fiber, there is no AI. FTTO is becoming more and more popular in campus network constructions. For example, Shenzhen Nanshan Hospital now already adopting our 50 GPON technologies, and so has Shanghai Jiao Tong University, schools of medical, and also Spanish Media hotel groups.
So you just mentioned FTTO 2.0. Last year we talked about the FTTO solution.
Yeah.
So obviously there's going to be some upgrades. What exactly were the upgrades between FTTO solution and the new FTTO 2.0?
Well, we have 4 major upgrades for FTTO 2.0. First is a bandwidth upgrade. As we see, AI required more bandwidth. So in the new solution, we enable 50G to room, 10G to AP to meet the high density Wi-Fi 7 access requirements. Well, second one is scenario upgrade. As we know, previously we put the ONU in the information enclosures. Now we have this enclosure-free ONU, which can easily integrated just in the wall. And the optical AP is moving from the indoor also to outdoor, also to enable full scenarios of different scenarios. The third one is operational upgrades. The network management system have upgraded from single user to multiple tenants, which enable our partners for remotely cooperations, which reduce the OPEX by at least 30%. Well, the fourth upgrade is a planning upgrade. A new FTTO planning tools is adopted. With AI identifying of CAD drawings, we can automatically generate the project's budgets table, HUD design, equipment list, and such as, which reducing the planning time from weeks to hours. So it can be used in scenarios like education, medical care, hotels and factories, and even airports. So the new products can improve the efficiency a lot for our customer and partners. In the commercial markets, we also provide a new solution which called a full optical suite. Well, this full optical suite offering a one-stop solution for networking, sensing, and computing, which targeting for thousands level of information points. Well, it's integrated communication, sensing, computing power. It has the following 3 major advantages. Well, first advantage, as we say, is one-stop configuration. Well, when you make this configuration, we can deliver this full suite for you, which really cuts the cost around 30%. Well, second is end-to-end management, collaboration of the optical one and the visual cameras. So in this, I give you one example that when our Wi-Fi sensing detects the movement of peoples, the cameras will rotated accordingly. So that's what we call the collaborations between optical and visuals. Well, the third one is entire ecosystems, which enable the camera plug and play for the configure-free rolling out. Well, for example, in Shenzhen second experimental schools, the all-optical suite solution is adopted to meet the requirements of over 3,000 teachers and students for the modernization and the security requirements. So Huawei FTTO 2.0 solution majorly focus on 4 industries for China, including education, healthy care, hotels, and also airports scenarios. Yeah.
So this solution can be applied to lots of different industries. Can you talk more about the specific products that are aimed at these industries?
All right, so I will give the introduction for each key scenarios. The typical scenario 1 is for the campus, for the education campus. Well, the classroom, in the smart classroom, we need a smart screen, students' pad, and also cameras, which require a big bandwidth. Currently, we still have many classrooms have the bandwidth as 100 gigabit stages, which cannot meet the requirements. So FTTO 2.0, we use the technology XGS Pump Pro plus Pump Trunk, enable 25 giga to one classroom. Well, the ONU which we have in my hand, it supports 25 giga to one classroom, which enables the VR technology applying at school, at classroom. And at the same time, this ONU also supports the smart slicings, hard slicings, because in the classroom we not only have the intranet for the universities. Give example, the teachers need to use their own materials backup from the intranet, but at the same time, the students also need to suffer in the internet. So we have these slicings for intranet and internet in one ONU, which enable one ONU, one fiber to the classrooms. Yeah. Well, a second scenario for a university is in the dormitories, because usually the students doing study, surfing in the internet in the dormitories, they ask for basic experience but affordable price. So you can see this is our best-in-class Wi-Fi 7 ONU, which can roll out in dormitories. So that enables the best experience, just like at your home, right? So, well, the second scenario is healthy care. Well, as we mentioned, in healthy care, the pathology analysis need 10 giga or even more than 10 giga speed from the network. So our XGS Pump Pro, which can support more than 10 giga, is actually 12.5 giga speed for the backhauling of the pictures. While at the same time, in the smart world, the optical Wi-Fi 7 AP also supports the seamless roaming from one world to another. So we actually enable 2 key technologies for this seamless roaming. One is our power over fiber cable, which can have the data transmission as well as the powering in single cables. This cable looks no different from the traditional drop cable. Well, at the same time, we also have a C1 technology, which enable the seamless roaming from one patient's room to another one's. Yes. Well, the third scenario is for hotel. So in the traditional way, we need at least 6 lines to one room, which includes the phone line, TV line, AP line, remote control lines, and 2 additional data access. But with the new FTTO solution, we only need one fiber for one room and one ONU, which heavily simplify the architecture to reduce at least 80% of the cable, and the constructions reduce 50%. So that makes the CAPEX and OPEX much optimized for one hotel. So that's why the hotel prefer the new green solutions for their constructions. Well, not only from this CAPEX and CAPEX view, the management saving is also a big cost for hotel. So usually one partners need to manage remote manage several hotels. So our new upgradings for multi-tenants will enable them remotely manage and maintenance all these hotels, which is big benefit for our partners. Well, the fourth scenarios, the best application scenario is for the airports. Well, we know the airports usually have big coverage, right? Like Shenzhen airports, like Changi airports. Well, we have made investigation that in the airport scenarios, there will be at least hundreds of equipment room to cover these big airports. But with the new FTTO scenarios, we can reduce these hundreds equipment into around 30. Well, that already happens in Changi airports, and maybe next one is Dubai airports. So not only generally reduce the equipment room, but we also develop this closure-free ONU. This is called M45 standardized ONU, which supports 4G uplink with PoE++ to connect the AP as well as IP phone IoT stuffs. So with these innovations, the cost for rollouts in airports and later on OPEX will also be heavily reduced. So this solution is quite preferred by the airport scenarios. Yeah.
So last year, there were about 9,000 campuses that had rolled out an FTTO solution. Has that number increased? What's the updates from the ecosystem?
Well, the ecosystem commercialized of FTTO is quite rapid. Currently, we have more than 10,000 campuses worldwide already adopted our FTTO solutions. Well, in China, 80% of the new constructed schools and hotels choose FTTO scenarios. Globally, over 500 A-level hospitals have adopted our FTTO. And now we are starting the new solution, which for the renovation of the hospital, which can also apply the FTTO. Now more than 3,000 hotels have implemented our FTTO solution. Well, in terms of the ecosystem, China have released over 10 standards, and 11 countries and regions overseas are in the progress of standardization. Additionally, Huawei have provided FTTO installation and construction guide for our partners, which can be downloaded and by scanning the QR code just on the screen. Well, in conclusion, there are 4 upgrades, 1 new scenario enhancements, 6 new products through the upgrade of branding new FTTO 2.0 solutions, which allow everyone in campus to use AI anytime, anywhere. Also make AI usage smoother and make FTTO 2.0 a new must-have for smart campus in AI areas.
Okay, well, thank you. I think we all know a lot more about FTTO 2.0, but now it's time to switch over to the live Q&A if you have a few more minutes.
Okay.
Great, so let's just pull up those questions as they come in. Okay, so Great. The first question is, which industry is seeing the fastest commercialization of FTTO?
Well, there are three industries we believe we saw grow very fast with FTTO. One is education, for the education campus. Second one is hospital. The third one is hotels, because all these scenario is basically room-like. So FTTO's simple architecture, super bandwidth, and also green technologies, which fits this scenario quite well. One-time layout of the fiber can cover thousands of the rooms, so it can reduce the cost heavily for our customers. That's why our customer prefer these solutions.
Okay, so the next question is back to the M45 ONU. Someone is asking if it's actually available already on the market, or if they could get a sample of one.
Yeah, you can see what's in my hand is already commercially available. Well, this product is quite suitable for European and Middle East markets, because M45 is a standard for the power sockets in these markets. So we can already get the product on the SCT. Yeah,
That's
we
cool.
already have some reference cases in Central and Middle East.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So they can reach out to their local Huawei rep to get their hands on one.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so then the next question is about optical APs and POF cables. They said that they're really great innovations, but how is the current application of those solutions?
Well, actually, the optical AP already being widely used in hospital and also classroom scenarios. Give example, in China, we have Guizhou
People's Hospital?
Guizhou People's Hospital, yes, already been massively applied such. And they actually use the power over fiber. Yeah, because power over fiber is quite feasible for the scenarios. First is in dormitory, where the teachers and technicians do not want to make every powering locally in the dormitories. They want to centralize control of the power. Well, another scenario is that in the classroom, well, that's this power over fiber can get the power anywhere. You can put the AP freely in any places. So about China, we recently have a big project in Malaysia. It's actually to be the biggest hotel in Malaysia. They also choose this solution. Yeah, it's cheap, it's OPEX free, so they like this.
You lay the cable and it works.
Yes.
Okay, so then the next question is the POF interface standard and compatible with traditional SC connectors?
Yeah, you can see. If you look the cables, it's more or less like a traditional one, right? So the interface is standard SC. So that's whether you use or not the power parts, you can use this cable for connections.
Okay.
So this is standard one.
Okay, great.
And not only Huawei can produce that.
Oh, everyone can produce
yes,
it?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. So then I think it's time for our last question. Yeah. So the last question is, in your presentation, there was a new slogan, no fiber, no AI. Can you talk a bit more about this slogan?
Well, yes, this is a remarkable slogan. Well, as the AI is coming, we definitely need to reconsider about the infra, the new infra for AI. And we check it that for AI, there are at least 3 key requirements for the infras. First is bandwidth. Well, the 10 giga bandwidth will be the new benchmark for AI areas. So the traditional cables, coppers, were not capable to hold more than 2.5 giga. So that's why we need fiber immediates to enlarge the bandwidth. But this is the first one. Second one is regarding with the coverage. Well, in AI areas, there are so many sensors integrated into the campus. How to connect each of them? So only fiber, which is slim enough to cover and to extend to so big distance and so many points. So this is second one regarding with the connectivity and connections. Well, the third one is regarding latencies. You can see when AI responds to one decisions, it need to be smooth. It need to be determinative. So only fiber can make the determinative happens. So that is why we said without fiber, AI maybe is just in the cloud. So no fiber, no AI. We believe with the new optical campus infra, the AI will be boosting for more and more verticals.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fiber really is the key to AI.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's definitely food for thought. If you didn't have any of your questions answered, if you go onto the page that you're on, you look on the left-hand side, there's a button that says survey. We would really appreciate you sending in any more questions you have, and we'll get back to you. Thank you again for coming. I think it's time to wrap up. Thank you everyone online for tuning in again, and we hope to see you next time.
Yeah, thanks everyone.